Hi Aries, welcome to your May reading. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope all of you guys had a great birthday last month, and I think that Aries season was was challenging for a lot of guys, a lot of people, because like Mercury retrograde was in Aries, and that was challenging for a lot of signs. But I feel like in a way it just did something to you guys. Like it was sort of like a little extra magical energy that came that came in for my Aries people. So I really do hope that you guys had a great birthday and just, felt in alignment, even though Mercury was in retrograde. Yeah, let's talk about the things that happened. Some of my Aries are back with their love. They're back in love with somebody from the past. Did you guys reconcile in during Mercury retrograde? And I feel Two of Swords. Or are you in a mind about that one? Okay, this of course not for everybody, not for all my Aries, but I feel there was some Aries that got back together with somebody from the past, or somebody that were actually having some issues with, maybe felt disconnected from your partner for a long time. And I feel that in Aries season you guys really reconnected, and now you're feeling good in alignment again. Okay, well, cards are already coming out. So now we're getting into the more of like the bigger storylines, right? Some of you have been dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, and maybe you had some conflicts with that person, and then recently both realized that, okay, we both have to give a little in this relationship, or we both have to accept each other as we are, or accept certain things from each other, because otherwise we're both just, lose in the situation. And I feel like you were in your mind about that, and just really just wanted to be like, not be the first one to say like, okay, listen, let's talk, or listen, I think I might have overreacted, I feel like there were some moments where you just weren't like ready or something. Or maybe because I spoke about that right last month as well. It's like getting through the core of things, and also clear communication. So communicating what you really needed to say, and what you needed to release, and you needed to step up for yourself to be able to really be a part of this union again, like from 10 of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting more storylines, but I'm gonna get some more cards out because, oh yeah, feeling, okay, some of you have been feeling left out in the cold by a Cancer. Found out that, yeah, some internal conflicts that has caused. Okay, I'm glad that cards are picking up like a storyline that is heavily on one of like some of my Aries people's minds, and we need to talk about it. So this reading is gonna be like helpful for you, and getting you out of that energy. So we are gonna go deep in this reading. Let's heal together, right? Star card. That's positive energy. But it could also be an Aquarius. Oh, Lord. Four of Wands. Okay. Okay. Not so much, please. Could be that, okay. So it could be that you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling left out in the cold in a way, or worried about a situation that has to do with a Cancer and Aquarius. That could cause like internal conflicts, but it does got you like, it got you like off guard, like it got you in your mind heavenly, not being able to sleep good, just thinking over constantly. Maybe it has to do with like some finance situations, and you just really don't know how you're gonna do certain things, or how you're gonna like recover from that. But then constantly, like, it's backed up with so much like positive cards. So it's really, I'm really getting that my Aries, some of you guys are just really in the mind about certain things, and it's not necessarily based on the hard facts or something. It's just like getting anxiety over things and just can't really put your finger on it. But I see you coming out of the cold. I see you moving, coming back into alignment, coming back into, um, the Aries energy, the King of Wands, you know. So some events happened, something, came up, or, you found out about something, and it got you off guard. It got you heavily in your mind. It got you up at night. It just triggered you on all type of different ways. But now you're starting to realize that it was really for the better. Like it was supposed to happen this way, because you got like a wish fulfillment out of it, or it got you on the right path. Now I see it, yeah. That is what happened. It got you in alignment with your soul's path. And I feel that you're seeing that right now. I feel like you're connecting to that right now. It's like, whoa, that happened for a reason. Like it really, like I now realize that all of that had to happen for me to be able to be here and be in alignment. And so it could be that you have lost a job that got you like really stressed, and then now you're like maybe months later or weeks later, you're like, whoa, I'm so happy that happened, because now I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like I'm on my soul's path and in contact with the right people. Reconciliation is this card as well, from the past, yes, but it's also like reconciling, coming back together. And I feel that in a way, this Ten of Cups could also means like meeting the right people, creating the right people and group around you that motivates you, that gets what you're trying to do, right? Mm. I'm sorry, I had to drink something real quick. Because I see you coming into like a new soul's path, like a new chapter in that. And it got things back in balance. It's gonna get things back in balance, or it already got you back in balance. Like I see the justice, but I see justice also as like balance, like equality. Also it could be a Libra that you're dealing with, but yes, that challenging things that came up in April, when I knew that certain things were about to shift for you guys, was also like March and April. Um, that had to happen, and now you see why. Because you feel you're starting to move into calmer waters, but not just calmer waters, just the waters where you are winning. Like where they give like I don't know, like you're now coming into like the swimming pool where they have like free stuff, you know, you can get everything for free, like the gifts, you know, you start to receive, like you're coming into the right waters in a way. Sounds really weird, but you know what I'm like trying to say, right? Yeah, and just like mourning, like sort of like grieving over somebody, or over some job or something, that now you see why it left. Now you see why you weren't, why it didn't work out, why it didn't connect, because it wasn't for you, Aries. This was supposed to come. And something that's in true alignment with you and got you feeling pretty damn good. You know, like the King of Swords. Oh, sorry, the King of Wands. We have the King of Swords here. I see that some of my Aries have a dad that is pretty challenging to deal with, a father figure, whether it's like a father-in-law or it's your own father that maybe have left you out in the left you a lot of times in the past, that has made you feel like you weren't, I don't want to necessarily say worthy because I hate that word. I feel it's unworthy. It's just really painful. I'm sorry. That have got you up at night and just like, I feel like there are some Aries out here that just feel like they could never satisfy their dad. Like it was just never good enough. And now all that triggering, all those anxiety, everything is like releasing now and giving you, it has given you this gift to be able to stand into your alignment, like your true path. And what was supposed to happen happened, and now you're getting into the phase where you see why it happened. And that, I love those moments, you know, after hard times and you just don't know why, and then all of a sudden some things start to happen. You know, things come up, things change, and they're like, whoa, now I understand why that had to happen. The Lovers cards, making decisions based on that. What is coming up? The Moon card. Yeah. Okay. They want to talk, so I'm going to get some more cards out. The Lovers, the Moon, and the Eight of Pentacles so far. Great. Okay. 2 8s here already. I always love this combination. It's so interesting. Let me see. You're deciding to walk away. You're deciding to go where it feels good, you know, where it feels right. And I see you future planning. I want you to focus on the bigger picture of where you want to go, Aries. I want you to focus on the bigger picture, see things in bigger perspective than you have been doing, of that your surrounding have allowed you to do. I want you to dream big, think big, and just realize that you got the whole world, you know, as an option. And I see you doing, some of my Aries are starting to do something online. You're about to start like a business online, or thinking about it, and I see you making a decision to just start and go and do it. And that's gonna pick up really quickly. So for the people who that resonates with, I'm here to tell you that that is really a good decision. If that was already on your mind, it was something that you weren't sure about but you wanted to try, go for it. Like I'm gonna give you the go right now. Also feeling that there's just so much communication going on. There's just a lot of emails and messages and stuff that you've been having, about something related with work, but also about choices. Like somebody's like giving you advice or something, like helping you to make the right decision, helping to work on your craft, helping you to evolve into like a higher I don't know, like have a high like a level of understanding of what you're doing or something. You know, you're like working. I see you working really hard and very motivated and just ready to do whatever for it, you know, and I love that. That is like that fire Aries energy that I love, you know, that focusing. And also that's true with Aries people. It's like when they're working and focused on something that they want to create and it's like very important to them, that's where you will see the real Aries, because you're very passionate then and so in alignment with your emotions and feelings, because your waters run very deep. Often they think that Aries are very quick to react and stuff, but it's not like that in a way with Aries, because in a way you guys do and can overanalyze things, like for example Aquarius people can do, and you don't just react that quickly. You've been over it a couple times in your mind before you go and throw that. What you can do sometimes is a little bit of like an overreaction, so you can go in its full force and then maybe the next day you come back with a conversation about it, like you know. um, which is totally fine, you know. Everybody deals with things differently, as long as you don't hurt the other people, other person, with things you can take back, then it's totally fine, you know. um yeah, like I said, it's like this that online business that would just work really good. um if it's about a love situation, you know, going back to love a little bit, this person really wants to build a solid home with you. Really, really wants the union to work out. Or it's you or that other person, the one who is hiding a little bit right now, the one who is not showing everything, you know, not laying everything on the table, who you can't completely grasp, you know, like put your finger on right now. That person is gonna come forward this month and talk to you about decision they've made, and I feel they really want this future, this future with you. They're very serious about you, Aries. They are, and this could be like more of like future energy, but I feel like it is something, some person you're reconciling with, like yeah. And I feel like in a way it also comes out of the blue. It's like, wait, I don't hear from you for 2 months, and now all of a sudden, like, you sent me 4 emails in 1 hour. You know, like that, like caught you a little off guard. And but that person really wants to leave things behind, and it's that was standing in between the union, you know, between the two of you, and wants to offer you a serious thing. I'm getting. So I'm sorry, Aries, that the reading for you guys is so all over the place, but I feel that you guys are in so many different stages that I have to just go here a little bit and give some guidance and go there and just pick up the message I'm getting, because it's very all over the place. But then again, in a way, it's all coming together in a sense of that there's healing in so many different aspects of you guys' life, and that's what it's about, you know, in life as well, is that healing and letting things, you know, go that needs to go, let go, and then have that rebirth, you know. So yes, Aries, it's gonna be like a month of realizations and discussions and shifts, I see. And but it really is for the better, because after all, this is where we started off with, you know. And Can't get any better than that. Take your time this month, Aries. Don't push things too much. Just go with the flow and focus on you this month. Taurus energy, so this is a month where things are going a little slower and moving a little slower, and that's okay, because it's about that stability and that building of like stable ground. So yeah, deal with the things you have to deal with this month, so like when summer comes up, you can actually enjoy the summer with or without the love, but at least not heartbroken, you know. So thank you, Aries, and I hope to see you in the readings for June. And if you would like a personal reading with me, then you're more than welcome. Please don't be scared to order a personal reading with me. And you can find that information down here below. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. So thank you again, and I hope to see you next month. Bye, Aries. Good luck. Bye.